There are tough times ahead, no matter where you go. You'll get there with time. You could make something amazing. This region is known as the Canuckstonies. You can't find a harder place in the world. That's an old home, or what's left of it. Spin that stick. Hang. You found a chug tunnel. Look both ways before riding that rail. Hope this rain is warm. You found a crossway. Now, which way to go? The Quirk-Quarp outpost. The Netra tribe first beat this into shape. Let's see. It's a long way down from... Says they've been waiting for you. Just keep going while you can and don't stop until all outposts are under your control. There is a high boom team ready to help with taking over that outpost, but it seems their arc shooter is busted. Seems happy to hear the arc shooter will be dropping high booms down on the outpost quick-like. Choke up that grip. Super effective. Stuffed. One down. Get up there and get fixing. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Looks like the control box handles need to be wheeled to buzz the wire. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Down the wire. Wheel the control box handles to buzz the wire. Wired up and ready to go. A stylish cover for your brains. Fate is funny that way, but it won't always make you laugh. Not every day you see a ray lighter from the back in time, but here it is. Seems like the controls need some organizing to set the mechanism. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Excellent. That's illuminating. Right where it cuts. Swing, crack. Feel that sunshine. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Swing, batter. Good hit. Swing, parry, dodge. Curse, smack. Every day comes with a new chance to save the world. Just a few moves left. Make them count. All fixed up. The arc shooters are already gearing up the high booms. Hope their aimers are fixed too. The outpost belongs to your tribe now. He says you made them weaker, but they won't give up. Your Sifu thanks you. Your tribe is growing stronger. He says you did a great job capturing the outpost. Says you didn't have much of a choice. The sky is as bright as it's going to be. Check out that motor juice station. Wonder if there's any go juice left in the juice tank. You're here for a reason. It's up to you to figure out what that is. Wood scrap's great for building things. See that plastic scrap over there? Bionucleus 4J. Toxanol should never have built these to start with. Let's see. There are things out there waiting for you. Let's see. There's the sovereign who runs this outpost.
You don't have to know Bokita.
He didn't expect his outpost to be invaded, but now that you're working with their rival, he can see why.
Nam tau tau supply?
Not sure if you're likable enough to just give up the outpost without a fight. Won't be charmed that easily. You'll have to fight for it. It's their last line of defense. Once their guardian falls, they'll surrender. The outpost belongs to your tribe now. He says you made them weaker, but they won't give up. Your Sifu thanks you. Your tribe is growing stronger. Thinks you did a great job capturing the right. They all hope you can lead them to peace. There's a lot on the line here. Oh, there's some plasty-plas up ahead. You can never have too much scrap, plastic or otherwise. They've been waiting for you. Taking control of this fort will bring peace between your tribes. You better be. A tribe's fort is a bigger challenge than an outpost. The plan is to fling you over the wall with a sling lobber. However, he wants you to secure a hard hat first. It's better you go and find one for yourself. It can't be too much trouble, though. It's one size fits all. Let's see. It's chilly up in the mountains. Heads up, that's Peak Spot, a great place to watch the world from. Who knows who might be watching you? Swing like you mean it. Punch time. Get out of here. Rack 'em and crack 'em. You're on the ropes. crack is so satisfying. You have a good eye for that stuff. Worth going outside just to see the night sky. Seems the keys need to be in sequence to make the ring dinger work. Just a few moves left. Make them count. So, the technology from yesterday's is still here today, even if its message is getting old. Nice. Some barked wood scrap for you. It's time to set the rival tribe free. You need to unite the tribes and save the Tree of Life to truly become free. That's a fire starter. The dry grass looks like it would ignite easily. You just need to create a spark to light a fire. It burns brighter than the light. Even in the summer, there's snow in the mountains. Poke 'em. You're energized. Who needs a weapon? Hold on to that. The simplest thing. It's time for an adventure, for good or bad. The battering bonker looks like a great way to get through the gate. Bet you just need to knock and it'll open up. That's bonkers. The Netra tribe values liberty and is striving to protect freedom. They want to continue with each tribe being responsible for their own and believe that uniting the tribes is the only way you can survive. He was hoping it wouldn't end this way. There's no reason to fight instead of uniting. It would be fighting over nothing. He'll fight for whatever shred of hope he has left to unite the tribes and save the Tree of Life. The rival Sifu is defeated, and the destiny of their tribe is in your hands.
All the goose are gonna head SS.
You are free to choose their fate, but not free from the consequences of your choice.
Gotta want that.
He'll leave it up to you to decide the fate of the rival Sifu, but suggests you be merciful. Do good, and good will follow you. Thinks it's a good gesture to offer support to others when you can see that they need it. And with that, you're spinning your own fate, good or bad, never to be undone. Side by side they'll stand until order and stability is reinstituted. He's gotten news that the other tribes have realized there are no winners in this war. There's no purpose in antagonism. The way he sees it is that you've been forced into opposition. Your tribe didn't start the war, but it's fallen to you to end it. It's clear your efforts have been successful. There's light at the end of the tunnel. The tribes are tired of war and will remember the one who brought them peace, whether you decide it'll be now or later. So, do you want to end the war now or continue the crusade?
Get a work. Harap la woede.
He agrees. Better save your energy for something meaningful. It's the Netra claw chain. Can't wait to get on flatter ground. Hope you haven't seen the sky for the last time. Out of Date says that from what he's heard, you've been busy. He says he appreciates what you've done so far, but unfortunately he's got urgent news from his friend Noko in the east. Out of Date says that even though he's unsure about your intentions, he hopes you'll support Noko. He says he'll point you in the right direction, but finding Noko and making sure she gets what she needs is up to you. That doesn't sound good. Out of Date was spot on. The hoof puff needs to be stopped. Out of Date says that Noko is worried now that the Eastern World Eater is stepping up its activity. He explains that Noko keeps a fabled steed that she has planned to ride out to the World Eater, but needs help to get it prepared. Out of Date suggests that you should head east as fast as possible and see what you can do to help. He's happy to help. Wishes you goodbye. Make sure you know how to get back. The salt feels crusty on your skin. Check out that e-waste. That's a good find. You should be able to use that. Wow, wow, wow. Hold on tight. Blaster faster. It's the porky puff nibbling bark. It took quite a liking to the crunchy stuff after munching down out-of-date's leg. Unleash the quacks. Ain't that cute? A tubing playing with wax. Can you feel it? It's the brisk wind of change. Don't let this opportunity slide.
Vlad.
He thanks you for dealing with another world eater. You're halfway there.
Fala wala papa der genken ala to ba ala banglif.
He's got word out of date spotted Lupin and has a feeling your time has come. He hopes you're up for it.
Fala wala papa.
Even though you're good-hearted, you shouldn't miss this opportunity to confront the predator.
Gera wach. Denken alvesse ane.
Just head back to the foot of the tree. Fingers crossed Lupin will stay put until you're there. Feels like a monster's lair down here. Out of Date says the time has come for you to reconcile with your past. Lupin is still staying in the camp where he was brought up. He hopes you'll find the answers you are looking for there. Even though darkness is a part of your nature, he suggests you try to keep your cool, as the best fighter is never angry. He'll point you in the right direction, but the rest is up to you. This part of the journey is one you'll have to do on your own. Lupin's camp has always been there, hidden deep inside the mountains. Out of Date hopes you'll find your way and the answers you were looking for once you're there. He knows he said it before, but the time has come to put an end to the Lupin's reign of terror. You should get over there, come face to face with destiny. It's going to be you against the Lupin. No rules. He's happy to help. Wouldn't be surprised if you met again. Lupin's camp has always been there, hidden deep inside the mountains. Daytime is a good time to be outside. Tread carefully here. This is Lupin's camp. Lupin says he's been looking forward to this moment. He wanted you to come here and see for yourself where it all started. He was so little when your mother and kin came here to put an end to his mother just because she was different, a hunter. That night, the hunter became the hunted, trapped with nowhere to run. He says your mother showed no mercy. Only vengeance. He can see that you're not like your mother. There's something different about you. Maybe you would have made a better decision than she did, and let them be. They orphaned him, left him alone, an outcast and a freak. Lupin says he's been reliving the moment every night since then. He says your mother and her disciples started something that couldn't be undone. They created the monster he would become.
That's so.
He knew his time would come, and he was patient. So, when he got news about your birth, he knew how to get revenge that would last.
No. Oh.
That's why he spared you that night he raised the village when you were a child. He wanted you to suffer for life, like he had. He marked you for life, so he'd recognize you when you met again, and you'd eventually remember where you came from. His hunger grew insatiable over the years to come. He tried, but being vegetarian wasn't in his nature, and he couldn't go hungry. But he's never taken a life for the sake of appetite. It's always been about survival, and that our true self is being who we are. A deep look into nature will make you understand everything better, and that natural selection eliminates, and the strongest survive. Fate is for those too weak to determine their own destiny, and now the time has come for you to accept yours. The day can't come soon enough. He says you really need to go see Noko as soon as possible. He's happy to help. Says you should take it easy. Got word you found the greatest glider of all, an ark, and it's all good to go. Can't imagine how that would feel, to zoom so fast. Funny that you found an ark when you don't need to go anywhere in it. The world's still going to be here. Proud of you for thinking about helping before escaping, either way. Wonders if there are any open seats left in that fancy ark glider of yours.
So, what we have here is an opportunity.
Why? You don't need anyone else but yourself and me, of course, but I'm a part of you, so that doesn't count.
If you want to go quickly, go alone. If you want to go further, go together. The only one we'd want to get away quickly from here is darkness.
But you know you can't go on without me. Even if I'm bad company, I complete you.
I think we can finally agree on something. It is better to be alone than in bad company. But best of all is being good company yourself.
Feels thrilled to snag a seat in your ark. Can't wait to glide through the skies. Goop knows he's repeating himself, but can't help talking to you. Hopes to see you again soon. Feels like it got under your skin. That's some good e-waste there. That place there's a real fixer-upper, not an entirely lost cause. Just what you were looking for. You need to swivel the globus's bearings. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Disgusting. Biohazard. Just gross. Such a bright day to wander around in. Crackle, crackle, pop. Right in the face. They used to call this a thoroughfare. Look at all those old homes. Handy. Scrap's great for building things. Nothing between you and your foes in the mountains. Ah, the Gnote pen. Noko never leaves this place. She's always put the living things first. Nooks isn't an easy language, but at least it's manageable. She says she is so happy to see you again. She wonders if you remember her. She's Noko. She let you ride her Mjut when you were a kid. Noko remembers you used to chase around with so much energy and is glad to see you haven't lost any of that spark. But that's all long gone now, though. Memories show us where we've been, not where we're going. Seems reluctant to even say its name. It's become personal to her too, since it's taken so many of her innocent gnotes as prey. Noko remembers those days too, but she never lets herself wallow in them, no matter how tempting that can be. She sees you're back to buck with Lupa Lupin. Can't see how there's any way to avoid that now. Not for long, at least. She says the horrors of your younger days were enough to ruin anyone, but not you. You've got all that cheer about you still. Noko says history is like the trail you've been on. You can walk back down it any time you like, until it's worn smooth. But you get to blaze your own trail from here. Then you are stronger than her. She can't help wanting Lupa Lupin to pay for what he did to her gnotes, despite the fact it's against her nature.
The light shines on!
Better isn't the word I would use.
Right, not better. Best.
You're the worst.
The worst of being the worst. We're just the best.
Asks how many paths you've wandered in the world, and if you ever wonder about what might have changed. You can't do everything you want, can't go everywhere, can't see everything, only what you can. So happy the world is going to live, would have been crushed to see all the gnotes die with it. Likes that you stood up for the world and spurred your way toward helping it out. Glad you saw the light with the myriad. They always bring a sparkliness to any day, and sometimes the nights too. Says that's only for a little while, and when your eyes clear, you see everything even better than before. But let's not speak of that now. She has an idea where the Mjut might have gone, as there's no other place it likes as much as its own corner of the open wild. She's even named it the Mjut Meadow. The Mjut will recognize the scent you've attracted while being here, so it'll probably trust you enough to follow you. You should lead the Mjut back here when you find it. It's going to take time to get it calm enough to be able to ride out to the World Eater. It's the most magnificent creature she's ever encountered. A creature straight out of a dream or story. Biohazard makes your skin crawl. Don't let the day pass you by. Glad to see some wood scrap there. Let's see. Now that the Mjut is back in the pen, it seems calm, but Noko is still concerned.
Andro?
She says the Mjut is still anxious, but fortunately she knows just the thing it needs to calm down.
Masalapu, Asana Yotpa.
The Mjut once found and ate a bonbon gummy by mistake, and that the chewing really calmed it down.
Andro? Kodotuku. Kialdo male canodo.
She says that you should find some bonbon gummies for the Mjut by the crossway. At least, that's where she found.
Kodotuku. Canorota. Kialdo male canodo.
It's easy to describe. A crossway is where roads meet in a knot and merge. This one is in Sector 7J, if you're familiar with Out-of-Date's map. Look at those notices on the board. Too bad the Gnotes couldn't read them. If you wander around here, you might find Noko. She just loves those gnotes. Once the power ran out, it made sense to ride gnotes. And that tradition continued through the years. Powered types of transportation polluted the world, but didn't poop in the street. Obviously, they didn't have their priorities right in those days. Watch your step here, and you might find tracks of another traveler. Nice. Some barked wood scrap for you. A crossway. This means you have a choice to make. Which way? That's more than stuck. This could be the beginning of the end of everything. Let's pocket that. The plague that's ruining the land needs to be stopped. Want to got to time it right to make them work. Left, right, left, right. Pumping good, looking better. Nice and steady. It's darkest between the stars. Now that's loot. Definitely not open. Cranks like these usually need to be wound to operate the dispenser. What you see is what you get, once it's out of the blind box, that is. You flick the switches in order to greenlight the current and activate the electrons in the panel. Good. The loop is electrified enough to spark. This is turning out to be quite an expedition. Ooh-wee, that's biohazard. Wheel the control box handles to buzz the wire. Wired up and ready to go. You look great. Nice topper. You wear those well. down to half your health. On the home stretch. The mountains make for hard climbing. Let's see.
Berry?
With its attention diverted to the chewy bonbon gummy, the Mjut calms down. But Noko is still concerned.
Chialdo male canodo, pola kudo.
She's relieved the Mjut has calmed down, but you'll need a heavier sit-tight to ride it than the one she's got.
Andro?
The only sit-tight she can think of that would be heavy enough is one she's spotted mounted on an old-world mecha Mjut.
Aplitonumuta. Inadabsunka?
If she remembers correctly, she spotted it at the Smilo shopperia while scavenging.
Andro?
It's a seat you fasten on the back of a mount to safeten up your ride. It can become quite bumpy and risky without. Tell it to gallop. That's more like it. Check out that e-waste. That's a good find. Yuck! That there's a sludge gush field where the company used to suck sludge from the underground. Now it's all over. Life is a difficult game, no matter how you play it. The Smilo Shopperia. Guess shopping here put a smile on your face. Eye boxes like this are few and far between. However, that's no great loss. Talking pictures from the aforetimes lacked a message. Flame! Made that one dead. Need the right key? Biohazard makes your skin crawl. You need to line up the switches so they match. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework. It's quieter here, away from the sky. Now hold on. Sit tight. You need to loosen the bolts without rattling the Mjut. That's it. The sit-tight is loose. Time to stop horsing around and get the sit-tight back to Noko. don't know what that e-waste was. Just a few moves left. Make them count. It's true that the eye box is a medium. The antenna needs to be pointed in the right direction. As the eye box broadcasts, it's hit or miss, but when it does hit, it's usually right in the fields. What you do here matters to you and the world.
Now
that the Mjut's got a mouthful of bon gummy and the brand new sit-tight is in place, the Mjut is ready to ride. Noko's been training another fantabulous little critter that'll hopefully become a distraction for the hoof puff when you confront it. She's called them glitter moths, and the best way to find them is to go talk to Mito. She's asked him to keep them somewhere safe. You'll find Mito at Bright Light. They're small airborne creatures with bright reflective wings and a conspicuous fluttering flight.